You want another?
Damn it, Archie, of course I want another one.
My name is Jonas.
What's the difference? You still have your legs, not me. All I have are these Lieutenant Dan stubs.
Well, here's another shot of Jack.
Ugh. That doesn't get easier.
Hello, I'm Janet Robinson, and this is your evening news. There is still no known whereabouts of the criminal killer, Tiffany Peabody, after famously dismembering the legs of local conman Nick Bosley. She was surrounded by cops before a shootout began. Nick Bosley was found in critical condition, but there were no signs of Tiffany Peabody once the smoke cleared. Nick Bosley was recently released from the hospital and is in happy spirits. Channel 5 News caught up with him as he left the building.
Don't look at me! Don't even think of me! I'm a cripple, a loser! I will never be sexy again! I'm the worst kind of human! They should have put me out of my misery, but instead they gave me a chair on wheels.
Nick, aren't you glad that the criminal killer didn't kill you?
Glad? No! She should have finished the job. But the police got involved. Now I have nothing!
You still have your arms, Nick.
That's all I have! She took my legs and my...
Oh my God, he fainted!
Make way, I got this.
Hey, you just took his wallet.
I'm above the law.
In addition to Nick Bosley being dismembered in every sense of the word, 3 people were killed when an egomaniac cop opened fire on hospital staff and onlookers after stealing Nick Bosley's wallet.
What? What are you doing?
I think you've lived through that enough. Let's watch some porn.
Oh my God! I'm trying to drink and you put this spit on TV?
Well, I don't see you stripping for us, Carol. If you don't like it, go to TGI Fridays.
That's on the other side of town.
Then porn it is, I guess.
Ugh. Porn can't make me happy. Not anymore. I have nothing.
You have nothing? Did I hear you correctly?
I don't know. Did you?
Look at you. A man with no legs, with no way of producing children and passing on your legacy. A broken man.
Who the hell are you?
I'm a man who can bring you back. I can make you what you were, but better.
Sorry, buddy. I'm not falling for that again. Last guy had his way with me for close to an hour.
I'm not quite sure you understand.
Yeah, you have a fetish for legless men. It's a pretty common thing. I just don't want to participate, okay? You can take pictures of me if you want, but you have to buy me another shot.
Listen, Nick, I'm a doctor. Dr. Charles Stone.
Dr. Charles Stone? The doctor who cloned a man to murder him to prove it wasn't illegal?
No. I work in robotics. I've been developing robotic legs and other devices that are nearly indistinguishable from the real thing. Once we put some of the organic skin that I've been growing onto it.
Sounds pricey. How much we talking?
$1 million.
Oh. You know, not everyone is made of money, asshole. You give me hope and take it away with that comment? You'd have been better off having your way with me, you son of a bitch.
Nick, you misunderstand. That's what the market price would cost. But I've never done surgery on a man before, and I need someone to prove concept on. I'd like you to be the first.
Well, free is more like it.
Well, not free. $100,000, but I'm sure the insurance money you got from the accident would more than pay for it.
I definitely got insurance money.
Imagine, you get to walk again. You get to make love like a wildebeest, except this time, there are no limits. You'll be half man and half machine.
No, I'll be Nick Bosley again.
Right. I followed your story since the criminal killer incident, and I think you deserve a second chance.
Yes, thank you. It's about time someone sees it from my perspective.
Here's my card. Next Friday, 7 a.m. sharp. I need the $100,000 up front. You can bring it that morning.
Got it.
I mean it, Nick. There's no surgery without the cash. $100,000 will cover the machine, so I won't be making money on this, but I stand to lose a lot, so I can't just do it for free.
Listen, my word is as good as my face.
Well, it is a good-looking face.
Okay, great. So my life is gonna change.
Yes. See you next week. Get ready to change. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Charles. I certainly love waking up before the sun rises.
Well, this will take all day, and since I work by union hours, I have to be done by 5 p.m. or I won't be able to finish, and you'd likely die from infection.
What?
Roll this way.
Wow, this place is huge. So many robotic things.
Well, yes, I'm an inventor. I've worked for the military, managed a Kmart, and flipped burgers at McDonald's.
You probably could have just left out the last two, or at the very least, start with them so that working for the military seems more impressive.
You Americans and your syntax. So, did you bring the cash?
Oh, yeah. Listen. I'll hit you after.
Nick, I made it very clear. If you don't have the money, I don't do the surgery. I stand to lose too much.
Yeah, I know. I meant, do you take cashier's checks?
Yes. Yes, of course I do.
Great. Well, here is $100,000 from NBB Bank. See? It's got the sticker. It's certified by the president of the company. It's legit.
Yes, I can see that, Nick. That's fine. Okay, let's help pull you up on the table.
You're mighty strong, Chuck.
Dr. Chuck to you.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on your mouth. You're going to breathe in deeply and count back from 10. When you awake, you'll have new legs and new pride.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Whoa! What a dream!
Yes, a dream come true.
Oh my God! I can feel. I have legs that move. And what's that? Well, doctor, you gave me at least 6 additional inches than what I'm used to.
I told you, you'd be even better after the surgery.
Stitches are a little rough. Like, I look like Frankenstein from the waist down.
That will heal in time. I took the liberty of giving you stem cells to help the healing process. In 2 weeks, you'll never have known something changed except for your newfound pride.
I don't know how I could ever repay you. You've changed my life.
Hey, you were a man down on his luck. Now I get to feel good knowing that I saved your life.
Until next time. Woohoo! I can again.
Hi, I'd like to cash this, please.
No problem, sir. Whoa, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, to people like you it is.
Uh-huh.
It really is a beautiful day.
Sir?
Yes?
This money order is fraudulent. This bank doesn't exist. It's on the FBI's list, so I'm gonna have to ask you to step aside. They'll be with you any moment.
You must be joking. That's impossible.
Is this him?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is the meaning of this?
Step into this room, sir. Come quietly and we won't have to kill your family.
I trusted him, and he stole $100,000 from me. Not to mention I was stuck in the FBI's interrogation for several hours. He needs to be stopped. Can you do it?
I can do it. I'll cut those pretty little legs off and then feed the rest of him to my dogs.
To the echo.
from the AOK Production House, studio number 2. I'm Nick O'Kelly.
I'm Derek Daisy.
The one and only.
Well, there's some Derek Daisies out there, Nick. I don't want to take credit from them, but yeah, I am one, and I'm the only one in this room.
So you're one of many.
One of many, but only one of one in this room. Yes.
It's To the Echo Radio Show.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you say that because I actually have a name twin.
Have you met them?
Well, here's the story.
Okay.
So there is another... O'Kelly's a pretty uncommon name.
Well, you are son of Kelly, yes.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of Kellys. There's a lot of... I mean, you see O'Kelly a lot without the E before the Y. You see sometimes without the apostrophe. You see a lot of O'Reillys, but O'Kelly, the way we spell it, is pretty uncommon.
Yeah.
So I found this guy, Nicholas O'Kelly, spelled Nicholas, O''Kelley.
Yeah.
And not only that, he's divorced now. He's married to an Ashley O'Kelly.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Lives out, I don't know, it's like Oklahoma or something, maybe. Anyway, we're friends on Facebook.
Why are you friends on Facebook?
I can't remember if I found him or if he found me, but I just remember either seeing a friend request or I happened to see him on there, like suggested people or something. And I was like, well, I got to friend this guy. Like, so we tell each other happy birthday and stuff.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Nick. When's his birthday?
I don't know. Facebook tells me.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's not December 31st.
Okay, it's not the same day as
But
yours.
he's like a DJ or something.
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
what he does. And he's a little bit older than us, I think, but pretty close in age. So
Evil twin.
Yeah, Nicholas O'Kelly married to Ashley, lives out in,
Oklahoma.
I think it's Oklahoma or something like that. I don't know, Midwest.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I don't search out people with my name.
I think he friended me. I don't think I searched for him, but it's been years.
Yeah.
I've been friends with this guy since probably I moved down here.
Well, friends, quote unquote.
Well, yeah.
You don't really
on
know,
Facebook.
You don't know crap about him. I mean, Nick, Nick will take anybody in his quest to have as many friends as possible on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm a cheap friend.
He really is. God, we keep getting a message from this guy from Bangladesh.
On Fiverr?
Yeah. Well, not on there, but on Facebook. Twice. This
oh, really?
12 a.m. this morning and then 12 p.m. Hello, sir. And I just
he's a Fiverr promoter, though.
He probably has. He's from Bangladesh. Of course he is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only people that ever tend to message us from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please let us promote your podcast.
Yeah.
You can promote it for free, buddy.
Hey, we're officially on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but we submitted that.
Yeah, well, I know, a long time ago.
So I got an email this past week. I meant to tell you.
Oh.
Got an email this past week that said, congratulations, you're listed on Spotify.
Well, it's about freaking time.
Yeah, it's about time. Thanks a lot.
We're one of the best podcasts out
I know.
there. We were number 51 today on comedy on iTunes.
I know.
Jerks.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, it's always the same group of people on the Apple podcast that are in the top, 100.
Yeah.
We just rotate with each other.
I know, we do.
And it was funny because one of the podcasts, I don't remember which one, but I was looking at a few of them, on their Facebook pages and seeing kind of what they do.
Yeah.
And one of them had put on their Facebook feed, hey, look, we're in the top 20 or something.
Yeah.
And it was a screenshot. And the one right above them
was us.
Hell
yeah, it was.
Just some random podcast. I have no idea who they are.
I love that.
And they were number 20 and we were number 19 or something.
That's how we do it, baby.
So we got some free promotion out of it.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Whoever you were, I don't remember.
Well, we're always thinking about ways to elevate our show. And, we just had a discussion about having our first fully sketch episode.
Yes.
In
I'm excited.
Labor Day.
So I
weekend.
found out this weekend that we're going to be I'm going to be an uncle.
Okay.
Officially.
Yep.
I think actually the due date's 2 weeks before that, but we won't be up there for the birth.
Oh.
So my wife wants to go. She found out she was off on Labor Day.
Okay.
Never been an uncle before.
Yeah.
Kind of excited.
Do what I do. Just don't go near them. And then you don't have to buy them gifts.
Don't get them anything.
Yeah, they don't expect birthday cards from you.
I kind of wanted to be the creepy uncle.
Oh, no. You know what the creepy uncle does, right? fondles the child. Yeah, I know. I was lucky not to have one of those kind of uncles. I actually had very normal uncles. I was very lucky.
Yeah, me too. I like my uncles.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they all fondled you. But for me, mine were just very nice to me and gave me good advice.
I had a pretty eclectic group of uncles.
Yeah.
One is a preacher that you've met.
Oh, yeah.
One was a fireman and a contractor, and I actually built houses with him a couple times.
Wow, 2 houses?
Yeah.
2 houses in the 2 days
well,
you worked with
I
him?
was a kid, you know, so it's not like I had a job.
He was probably like, sweep the floors, fatty. You're like, okay, Grandpa.
No, the funny thing was, he was a bit of a daredevil himself, you know. He didn't really care. He'd be climbing all over ladders and things like that. So I did some pretty interesting, when I look back on it, funny things. Hanging off of, rafters and nailing in wood and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my uncles just gave me an example of what to do when my parents gave me recent things not to do in life. So I was lucky there. But that's cool. So you'll be an uncle.
Yeah.
You'll be a distant uncle, but you'll be one nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't have any brothers and sisters of my own, so this is my wife's brother. His wife's having a baby.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I really didn't think about it for a while, because I was like, yeah, I am an uncle.
Yeah, and I'm an uncle. Like, my sister has 2 children, so that's the thing, man. Ages are bad. Like, I don't.
I am terrible with ages.
I think 11 and 7, 11 and 8. But I have them, and then my wife's brother has a daughter, and they're in St. Petersburg, Russia.
I have been there.
Yeah, you've been to St. Petersburg.
Yeah, on one of our cruises. That's where we went.
Did you see the bridges come up in the middle of the night?
No, but we went under a bridge.
Oh.
Did I tell you that story?
No.
Okay. I don't want to cut it off, but yeah, let me tell you the story.
Tell me. That was the end of my part.
Okay. So we went on a cruise around the Baltic Sea.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice. Got to go to Estonia,
it's hot.
Copenhagen, saw the ABBA Museum, went to what's the other big one up there? Other big city. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And a couple of cities.
Yeah. Abu Dhabi.
No.
Okay.
Helsinki.
Oh.
And then we went to Russia. You couldn't, and St. Petersburg. You could not get off the boat unless you had a Russian passport, or if you took a Disney Cruise Line excursion.
Yeah.
One of their actual excursions, and because they escorted you. And we had a Russian lady and a Russian bus driver that escorted us through the whole thing. It was also the worst possible conditions that we could have had there. It was very rainy and extremely cold.
Yeah, well, that's Russia.
So I don't know that it was the best impression I could have gotten, but anyway, it was funny because the rest of the cruise, 7-day cruise, beautiful weather the whole time, except in Russia.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything. It was raining. So we took a canal cruise, naturally, since it's raining.
Right.
And they were cool, but it was one of these double-decker boats, like a big flat river boat, but the top of it had seats on it, and it was open. It was the strangest thing, too, because inside there was this, like, quote-unquote, air quote here, traditional Russian band.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to basically be gypsies that were trying to sell us, like, wooden things that they had made. And it was this old lady and these 2 guys. And, I mean, it was fun to watch them play their instruments, the accordion or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But then, like, right after they sang, like, 2 songs that came around asking for money and trying to sell this stuff. So we went back up on top and just kind of looked at the canals. And we're coming under the first bridge. And I'm like, man, that bridge is pretty low. But I'm thinking, the boats...
They know what they're doing.
The boats are meant to go under it, right?
Yeah.
It's getting closer and closer, and I'm starting to realize that my head is taller than the bridge opening.
Yeah.
So at the last second, I was like, oh my God! We ducked, and, like, I had to get on the floor of this boat. So my head wasn't knocked off.
Yeah.
They didn't warn you at all. Like, they didn't say anything. They're just like, hey, check out these canals, and don't get decapitated.
Yeah. Well, that's natural selection, Nick. That's how that goes. I went to St. Petersburg. I was there for a week.
Yeah?
10 days. That's where I met my wife's parents. And I had a good time, man. They it was interesting because we stayed in a hotel, and it's weird because they work really long shifts there. Like the girl that I met when I got there, she worked a 24-hour shift.
Wow.
Would be off for 2 days and then work 24 hours. And that's like a pretty common thing over there. So she was there at night when I got in, and then she was there in the morning when I got up and left. It was really weird in that regard. But and then you eat. They like, you know how like there's a continental breakfast at the hotels,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have them in their
as is tradition.
Yes, and I'm sure they have them in their Americanized hotels over in Russia. But this particular place, no, it's just a little kitchen, and there was like 5 strangers, and we were all sitting at one little table.
Yeah.
And my wife gave me, and she was my girlfriend at the time, gave me yogurt. It was warm yogurt. They do that. Yeah.
Okay.
And there was just a lot of weird things like that. Then we went out to a restaurant. No free refills.
Yeah, that's Europe-wide.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I did make sure we went to a McDonald's, which tastes exactly the same as McDonald's here.
Yeah.
I was really like hoping it was going to be different.
Did they have any in Germany? There were special menu items that we didn't have.
Yes, and I'm trying to remember. There was like one thing I'm like, ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember it though. The same goes for Hawaii. When I went to Hawaii, they had like pineapple pie,
yeah,
instead of
in Germany
apple pie.
they had a burger that had 3 link sausages on it.
Yeah.
It was like schnitzel kind of thing. So it was the Nuremberg burger or something like that, and it was a burger with 3 link sausages.
Oh my god. It's like
really
stereotype burger for Germany.
Really weird,
right there. But no, Germany was cool. We went to a Pizza Hut and places like that. It was weird. But I remember this old lady approached us.
Yeah.
And wanted money. She was old. And then we didn't give her money. And then she said some things in Russian. And I asked my girlfriend at the time, what did she say? She's like, oh, she was just cursing us, telling us to go to hell. It's like, oh, well, what an asshole. Yeah. I hope you die, old lady. Fucking cuss me.
I could see you like, well, I'm going to go back there and kick her.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, I'm going to go say something.
I know what you did, yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker. You don't say that shit to me.
Don't say that.
Yeah, God dang. So, yeah, all right. So I'll back off on that. But, yeah, Russia. Yeah. Oh, then my wife was like, we're going to go to the 3rd biggest cathedral in the world. And it's there. And it's like endless steps. And I got to tell you, if you're not in shape, and I wasn't, I was a fat bastard, just like I am now. And I had to,
you're looking good. Come on.
Thanks, man. I'm just hovering at 49 pounds off. Anyways, I'm trying to walk up these stairs so out of breath, and you just keep going and going and going. Oh, my God. And then my wife, she was like, we got to see the bridges closed. Like, she would take me everywhere all day, and then she wanted to see the bridges open, and that happens at 12 at night.
Yeah.
And that was a good half-hour walk away from our hotel. And I was so exhausted, I just want to go to sleep. Please. She's like, no, just please, just this one thing. And then we walk over there, and it's just bridges. They're open. They look pretty. They go down. Okay, we're done. Turn around and go back. And I'm like, I've seen bridges.
That's the highlight.
Oh, my God. I was so tired. I'm like, I'm sleeping in tomorrow. I don't care what you say.
I wish I could remember the history of the whole thing, but evidently, whoever the Russian prime minister was or whatever, he liked the canals from Paris.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what he wanted St. Petersburg to be the capital, and it was at one point.
It was.
Yep. And that's why they constructed all those canals, so that it would look like Paris. So, and it does in some ways. I mean, of course, the architecture is completely different, but the canal thing is very similar. It was very interesting to hear about how they have communal housing. There's a lot of communal housing going on where, like, different families share a kitchen kind of thing.
It's pretty normal over there.
Yeah. So,
apparently, with your family, no, man, your parents live with you, and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I tell my wife, she's like, well, if my dad ever passed away, would my mom be able to live with us, and all that? And I'm like, I guess. So it's just, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, I appreciate the help, but at the same time, it's like, but I don't know.
My grandparent, may she rest in peace, but my grandfather is still living with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder. I mean, it's like, I get it. like, but hopefully you have a nest egg to take care of your damn self.
Yeah.
And she does, but she would have nothing over there.
What have you been doing, you freeloader?
Yeah, your whole life you've been able to raise yourself and you didn't save any money.
Off of our Derek Childs skit, my favorite line that you did was when you said, I thought you were a connoisseur of personal security. Are you also a connoisseur of freeloading?
You wrote it.
I know, but you said it just right.
Yeah,
it was so good. I don't know.
Speaking of skits, how about that past skit we just did?
Oh, man.
Hey.
I loved this.
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
You texted me and said you felt like you were watching another Avengers movie or something. Or a Marvel movie. It all ties together.
It was so good. This whole story arc is turning out to be very good with Tiffany. And she's on the phone at the end of it laughing.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I love the whole bit where I come out of the hospital or whatever it is on the news channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I had this thing vision. So I wrote that I was flying to Delaware.
Yeah.
Or to Philadelphia to go to Delaware. I had an hour, and I didn't have enough time to watch a movie. And I was like, well, I guess I'll write that. So I did that, and then on the way back, I wrote the next episode, which you haven't seen yet. I need to.
I'm excited to see it.
I need to send it to you.
The conclusion, I assume.
Yes, it is the conclusion
for now.
For this story arc, it's kind of like comics. We reboot and we reboot. We reboot Spider-Man, and all that. We're gonna reboot Nick Bosley, and we'll take it to the next step. Nick Bosley Homecoming. I don't know.
Yeah. He doesn't really have a home to come to.
Yeah, I know.
But,
and he's still just as terrible as ever.
Nick Bosley is such a fun character. I've really enjoyed that whole thing. It's just funny the history of it with us. We kind of resurrected the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
and as we were alluding to earlier on that Labor Day weekend, we'll be doing a whole skits show. So 8 weeks.
Yeah.
We have to plan an entire hour of skits.
And that one that you just did was 10 minutes.
It was,
So, I mean,
it takes about an hour.
The one I did was 15. I mean, we really only need a couple.
Well, 5 or 6 if we're doing that.
I shouldn't say a couple. A few.
Yeah.
A few.
Probably between 4 and 6.
4 or 5 or 6, somewhere around in there. That should do it, because in between there, of course, we'll have to. I'll piece together some monologues to set them up.
Yeah, of course.
And then,
commercials. Yeah, so that'll be cool. That'll be something interesting. And
we'll see if it works. I mean, it's going to be. It's really not. I don't want to say it's going to be too much work.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're trying out. We're trying to see how hard it's going to be to,
put them together.
For you to come over on Sunday night and us talk for 2 hours
that's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy, and we'll do one skit a week. That's time consuming, but only a couple hours.
Right. I mean, to do our voices, it takes 20, 25 minutes. It's really cutting the thing together and making it a skit.
That's what I do. So let's talk about how we do it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun because I'm like I feel like I'm learning to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Even though we're not using film.
Right.
But it's more difficult on the radio because you really have to create an environment.
You do.
You know?
Like when you hear it and somebody moves and says something, or the sound effects that you hear paint the picture in your mind.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the right sound effect, it might not land.
Yeah, I think back to when I was when I was doing the radio for the Memories 1280 in Salisbury for the football stuff. He told me he was a seasoned color commentator, Buddy.
Yeah,
one of the best in the business. This guy's done it for 50 years.
Yep.
And he told me when I started, he said, you got to paint a picture because they're not watching this on TV. They're listening on the radio, and they're listening to you. They're not, you're the vehicle for that whole game.
Yeah.
And I was like, that really resonated because when he does it, you can really hear that passion.
Oh, he just crapped all over the court. Oh my God. And everybody's running and dancing in it. Oh, and here's Satan. Oh.
If he was
the
to
second coming.
If he was to say that on the air, you'd have to believe it.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of like
Satan.
Orson Welles with War of the Worlds. Everyone thought that was real.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of people, yeah. It wasn't as... I heard that wasn't as big as everybody said it was, as history has alluded to. They're like, well, a lot of people knew what he was doing, and there was just a few people that turned in and went, oh, shit. There's aliens.
Well, back then they didn't have TV.
I know.
So that's why I love the radio. I still have such a strong place in my heart because it's such a big platform.
Yeah.
You know, for people who just don't feel like watching TV.
Well, there's some podcasts out there that's what their podcast is. They do these like audio plays.
Yeah, exactly.
And you and I have alluded, like at some point, sometime, I have to get a cast of people because I do want to do our movie, but do it by radio because that'll be a lot easier to pull together. That'd be an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because I have to write. Well, we have a couple of the songs I could probably easily pull out.
We'll have to put disclaimers, but they're good.
It'll be rated R. No, rated R radio.
Radio, yeah. Well, that's all we need to be on Sirius.
God, that should be our show name. To the Echo to Rated R Radio.
Oh, man, I love that.
Dang. All right, if we do a skit show, if we do like a spin-off.
To the Echo presents Rated R Radio. It's like Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. I like that. It's good. So, yeah, there's a lot of things like that, but we're going to test it out. I mean, I love doing the skits. I think they're fun. They're my highlight of the week.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
you heard this one. It's hilarious. Or we think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, if you hate it, write to the show and tell us.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine listened, because, you know, I don't tell everybody about our show, but a buddy of mine listened to it, and he heard the first skit of the, you know, where Nick Bosley meets Tiffany in the club.
Right.
And he's like, well, now I have to listen to the next one because I have to know what happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got you. And I was like, well, you're not going to hear it this week. Nick wrote a stupid skit. But the week after that. And I don't know. Like, I'm going to send you the script, but I don't even know if you have a script. Do you have a script coming up for this week or not? Like, I
haven't written one yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a script, so I'm going to send it to you to beat you. And then, because it's written.
I've been thinking about my next one. I think I'm gonna do something different before I write the sequel to the other one.
Okay.
I really want to do a soap opera.
Okay.
I'm thinking about doing we talked about this. I'm thinking about doing a medical drama because my wife loves. I don't know if it's going to be medical, but I think that's where I'm going with it because I think that's funny.
All right.
Like somebody sleeping with somebody's sister, but it turns out that's their doctor. I don't know.
Okay.
My wife watches Grey's Anatomy.
She does.
And I mean, look, I'm not going to put it down. Obviously, it's a very successful show. But I watched this thing, and I'm like, God, this is just so stupid.
When I went to Delaware a couple weeks ago, I got caught watching soap opera, a real soap opera. And it's really bad now.
Oh, they're terrible.
As a kid, I mean, as a high schooler, I caught a few episodes. I remember I was like, oh my God. Like, I got caught into it. I'm like, oh God, no, I have to get home from school. I have to see what happens. But nowadays, it's like a bunch of girls our age and younger who are doing it, and they're terrible.
And the guy, like, me too.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I saw it, but I noticed that, wow, I'm older than all of these people.
Yeah.
Like, this is bizarre.
I know, 31, and these people are like 20.
So growing up, you know, when your parents or your mom watches it, you're thinking the people just seem larger than life.
Yeah.
But now it's like Justin Bieber, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's like the kid up the street is doing it. I'm like, what the hell is this? So yeah, not very good anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I remember this one lady like slapped this woman in the face, and she just looked at her very intensely, like. I hope you got that out of your system, because I'm going to kill you. I'm like, oh, my God. This is crazy.
It's like, Jessica, I have to tell you something. What? I slept with your mom. Oh, my God.
I hope it was worth it, because you're not invited to my brunch tomorrow.
And
no!
I gave you AIDS from your mom.
No! Dun, dun, dun!
This week on As to the Echo Turns, Rated R Radio, Shakespeare and the Love Affair with Anthony Hopkins. Yeah.
Sounds delicious. Oh, you.
That's why I have that on here.
I know. Oh, Nick.
I don't know if we talked last week about it, but I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, I think we did. You said you liked it about as much as you liked the first one.
Yeah, okay, we did talk about that.
Yeah,
so this week, and it's funny, though, because this week in the theaters, my parents called me. I say that to bring up this next story.
Here we go. Got some intense music?
I don't know if there's a music intense enough for this.
Do it.
But, you know, we can give it a try.
Yeah.
that doesn't quite do it.
God, where do you find this stuff? God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I don't have it.
Okay.
My dad called me the other day and said they were on their way to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Which, it's so funny. To hear your
hilarious.
parents saying it's like I feel like I'm in the 50s when my dad says, "Well, it's Friday night, son, and we're going
to the movie.
We're going out to the movie theater."
Taking your wife out.
The movie of the week. No, and the movie of this week was Skyscraper with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah. It's funny. Drew Hepler had written something online because they said it's pretty much Die Hard in a tower, and then one of Drew Hepler's friends said Die Hard was Die Hard in a tower. The first movie took place. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's true.
And it's so funny because that's what my parents said.
Yeah.
My dad was like, well, it's kind of Die Hard.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they knew it, but they knew it. Like I heard
He did.
They were like, listen, we know it's like Die Hard.
That's exactly what he told me.
Yeah.
He said, look, I know what you're going to say. And just so you know, in case you were wondering, The Rock saves the day, and the bad guy dies.
Yeah, it's pretty much Die Hard.
Is The Rock turning? I mean, I was thinking to myself.
Yeah.
So who is The Rock turning into?
I don't know because
Vin Diesel?
No, he's bigger than Vin Diesel.
He's better than Vin Diesel.
He is. He can be more than one guy.
He's better than these crappy movies.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's Bruce. I think he's better than Bruce Willis.
Yeah, he is. I think he knows.
He has so much depth.
He knows what entertains, and he's like, dude, I know.
I feel like this guy. The more I see The Rock, I think he must just be a fun-loving guy.
He is.
He's like an amalgamation of all the major, if you took Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and Bruce Willis and, I don't know.
Every likable actor that we've ever loved in Hollywood.
Yeah, and then throw in, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
This is The Rock. He's a funny guy.
He is.
So
and a heartfelt guy. You know? He's done a lot of great things.
But he's doing the Jungle Cruise movie.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for because of course I love Disney parks.
Yeah, and then he's doing.
It's gonna be terrible though.
I know.
He did the
Jumanji, and he's gonna do Jumanji 2.
Have you seen Jumanji?
Yes, I loved it. I thought it was funny.
You liked it? I heard it was good.
I really liked it.
I'm gonna have to go watch it because every Jack Black movie that comes out, I'm like, nah.
No, Jack Black was funny too because he gets a girl becomes him in the game. So he has to act very feminine. That's really good.
Well, I'm going to go watch it then.
You do. You should. I recommend it.
Okay.
It's a good time.
So first of all, let's just say this.
Okay.
Skyscraper bombed. And it did. It bombed. It took in $25 million. It came in third place. Now, again, this is just how pathetic Hollywood has gotten.
Yeah.
Third place for this weekend's box office openings was Skyscraper at $25 million.
Okay.
First place, Hotel Transylvania 3 at $44 million.
Yeah.
Now let's just put that into perspective of Incredibles 2 and their $180 million opening. What is going on?
I don't know. Now, so I take it Ant-Man and the Wasp was number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, it was number 2, and it dropped off 62% from its opening weekend this weekend, and still sits at number 2.
Yeah,
see, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah,
Hotel Transylvania. I tried to watch the first one; it was horrible.
I'm not a fan.
Horrible.
But it's not made for us. That's where I try to.
Yeah,
be
but
nice.
I like kids stuff.
I know you're a freaking pervert.
I like SpongeBob.
Well, SpongeBob's from our time. Of course you like. But you know what? I like old SpongeBob more than new SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's true.
They really watered him down.
They did.
And made him stupid. Back then, they had a lot of funny adult jokes in this show, big time, and they just got rid of them.
It's the same group that did Rocco.
Yeah. Because the voice of Heifer is the voice of SpongeBob.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tom Kenny.
Yeah, right.
So
that was a good show.
So that was this weekend. The Rock failed, and I thought this would be fun. We're going to go through this very quickly.
Okay.
But I have all of The Rock Johnson's movies here. All 37 of them.
Scorpion King.
Can you imagine? There's 37.
Yeah. Well, he started in Mummy 2. Scorpion King was number 2. That was the second movie, wasn't it?
I think so. Well,
I thought you were going to go. Okay.
I'm going to go quickly through this list.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me if you've seen it or not.
All right.
Because half these I didn't even know about.
No, I probably.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Jim and the Holograms.
No.
Like, what is that?
Yeah,
it's something about a girl rock band.
No.
Long Shot from 2001.
Nope.
Yeah, and this thing says, we've never heard of this movie either.
Yeah, never.
Why Did I Get Married To?
No.
From 2010.
No.
Tyler Perry movie. Didn't know he was in one of those.
Nope.
Number 34, You Again. And the picture is The Rock looking at this girl.
Yeah.
You Again.
No.
It's Kristen Bell. Something with Kristen Bell. Empire State, 2013.
Nope.
Never. I don't even know if I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It was a Lionsgate movie.
Huh.
The Scorpion King, 2002. So 2001, he was in that movie, the one we just
Mummy
called
2.
out, Long Shot.
Okay.
So I guess Scorpion King.
He was in the Mummy 2 first.
Yeah, I guess it'll be on here. I guess we'll see what year it was.
Scorpion King was the spin-off.
So there was an animated feature in 2009 called Planet 51.
Never saw it.
Never heard that. Faster in 2010.
Yeah.
He was a tough guy, only known in the movie as Driver.
Yeah.
Didn't have a name.
He was in Moana.
Yeah, 2005 he was in Doom.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
He was also that same year in a movie called Be Cool.
Nope.
Don't know what that is. G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Yeah.
Never saw any of those.
I didn't either, but I know you've seen them.
I remember this one, 2007, The Game Plan.
Yeah.
Baywatch.
Yeah. I didn't do well.
Walking Tall. That's a good movie.
Didn't see it.
That's 2004. That was with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh.
That was a good movie. He was in a movie in 2014 called Hercules.
Yeah.
Did you know he was in Hercules?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
A movie called Snitch in 2013.
Yeah, because it was on Netflix.
We know this one, The Race to Witch Mountain.
Yep.
The Mummy Returns was 2001, so
Yep.
it looks like his movie career started in 2001.
Yep.
Reno 911 Miami. I didn't know that was a movie.
Neither did I.
Gridiron Gang in 2006. I forgot about that movie.
No, I haven't seen it.
Journey to Mysterious Island.
Yeah, knew about that.
Tooth Fairy. Southland Tales. I didn't know he was in this. This is a fantastic film.
Because it wasn't that Kevin Smith was in that?
Yeah, and he directed it, and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
I didn't remember him being in it, but he was. The Other Guys. Love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
2010.
He was funny. Him
Yeah.
and
that has got to be
Sam Jackson.
I think that may be my favorite Sam Jackson moment. And we're talking about moments like, please,
Yeah.
Gee, did I hate this sack of crap from Jurassic Park?
Oh, yeah. Well, what about, what part in that movie, The Other Guys?
When he jumps off the building.
Oh, yeah, they just look at each other, aim for the bushes. Yeah, and they just jump and hit the ground and die.
It's so funny because this movie opens
I know.
and you have no idea that these guys are going to die in like 5 minutes.
I know.
But they just jump off a building.
The big douchebags. I know. Aim for the bushes.
I mean, whoever wrote that, that is the funniest thing. That is one of my favorite movie moments of all time. They look at each other with this like,
yeah. Aim for the bushes. And then, yep. And then it's like, Foo Fighters?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And they hit the ground and die. Concrete. Just done.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
These are ranked, by the way, so
Okay.
I'm reading these in order. But
okay.
Moving on. Get Smart, 2008. That's on
Yeah.
Netflix right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. San Andreas.
Yeah, that was a recent one.
Another really good one in 2003 was The Rundown.
I heard of it, but I didn't see it.
With that Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
Fantastic film. Loved it. Okay, now we're in the top 10.
Good.
Number 10, Rampage, which came out right before Skyscraper.
Yeah, and I heard it did really well, and everybody said it was good for what it was.
That's why they keep making these crappy movies.
I know, because they know he can sell them.
He's good.
Yeah.
I can't think of another action star as good as him.
No.
Number 9, The Fate of the Furious.
Mm.
Number 8, Fast and Furious 6.
Yeah.
7, they're putting in Skyscraper.
6,
that's
pretty good.
Furious 7.
Yep.
5, Pain and Gain.
Oh, with Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
4, Central Intelligence. 3, Fast 5. Number 2, Moana. And number 1, Jumanji.
I'm telling you, Jumanji was good.
Well, there you go. This is ranked from worst to best, according to Business Insider. All 37 of Dwayne The Rock Johnson's movies.
I liked Get Smart. I thought it was a funny movie.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch it again.
Yeah. Now, because I saw it before I saw The Office. So
really?
I didn't appreciate Steve Carell as much as I did after The Office. So I think if I went back and watched it now, I'd be like,
Yeah, I didn't watch The Office when it first came out. Like, I wasn't a week by week until I think I started watching it towards its end.
Well, yeah, because you told me about it. You were the reason why I started watching it. You're like, yeah, it's like, these guys that work in an office, they don't know how to talk to girls, blah, blah, blah. You gave me a very rough estimate of what the show would be. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So for like Christmas, it was the first year I had Netflix Instant Watch. Back when you would pay for the DVDs and you got this DVD, the streaming service for free.
Right.
Because it was so new, and The Office was one of the few things on there that was good. And I just remember binging season 1 through 4 over the course of 3 days.
Oh yeah, I mean when I finally started watching. Now I started watching. I think I started watching it when I got into Parks and Rec.
Okay.
So that gives you about the time when I started watching The Office, because I liked Parks and Rec so much.
Yeah.
I watched it first, which at that point I think Office was about halfway through.
Yeah.
And I really liked it, and then I went and binged all of them.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, in fact, I just did it again a couple months ago.
Yeah,
watched all the way through it.
Freaking show.
Such a good show.
Yeah.
So many good actors in it. John Krasinski.
Mm-hmm. But anything else I see him in, he's still Jim. Like, he's coming out in his Jack Ryan show on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it.
And I'm like, I don't get behind him being like an army guy. I just don't.
One of the podcasters that I like to listen to, Comics Explained, made a really good point. Because he's married to Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
They look, I mean, go look at the comic book. They look like Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four.
Really?
So Reed Richards and I can't think of what her name is, but the Invisible Girl.
Yeah.
If you go look at the comic books, those two should be cast as Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll think about it.
He was talking about how now that Disney's bought Fox, should they bring Fantastic Four in and redo it? And that's who should play it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, but The Rock, I mean, I can't think of another action star that's more charismatic and funny.
Yeah. Right now, especially.
Yeah. But I hate it that he's doing all these crappy movies.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. He's making so much money. Like,
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And, because when he runs for president in 2020,
yeah,
he's the only one who can save the Democratic Party, Nick.
I saw who he said he was going to want to run with or something. I can't remember who it was, but some other actress. I was like, no, please, no.
Hey, if Donald can do it, he can do it.
But no.
No.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
It's
The
like
Rock.
that's like if Arnold ran for president. I just,
well,
no.
I mean, hey,
I was like, no,
I'll be back.
on,
Arnold, and
please.
that's his second term. I'll be back.
I would.
So that's
I would rather
8 years.
see. I just want to see him go phone it in with a few more movies rather than be in office. Come on.
I mean, yeah, but The Rock would be so charismatic. I mean, he'd be like, I don't know. I would really tune into a lot of stuff. I'd be like, what's The Rock got to say now? And having a president named The Rock, like, how cool would that be?
Dwayne The Rock, the President Johnson.
Yeah, I know. All right.
It would be like having Trump as president.
President Rock. No, except he would be a little more composed and a little less crazy.
Ronald Reagan. The actor?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the actor?
Yeah.
No, the wrestler.
Oh. No, actually, I'm going to tell you what. For the brief period that I watched wrestling for a while, I got the WWE Network when they first came out with it because I loved watching this old Rock. He was great. I mean, I'm telling you, during that time, it was amazing. It was a show to watch.
Yeah.
With The Rock and Steve Austin, I mean, these guys just really ruling that place. His fan base in wrestling was unbelievable.
Yeah. It was. So, I remember him doing that in the eyebrows and look over, take those sunglasses off.
I know, it was great.
What was it? Back off, jabroni.
Yeah, jabroni, yeah. I'm going to take my hand and stick it up your butt and turn it to the side and something. I don't know. I don't remember the whole thing, but it was hilarious.
Back on WWF. I had WWF attitude. That was fun.
Now they're pushing John Cena, who's trying to do the same thing as The Rock, but he's just not as good. He sucks.
He's not. Yeah.
He's not funny.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't look as smart as The Rock.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. It's not, no.
He's popular with the kids.
Yeah, kids love him.
But that's why he's not as good as The Rock.
That's fun. I asked today. I met one of my new managers, and she's like, "Yeah, I asked about our kids," and she's like, "Yeah, my son, he does wrestling camp and all that." I'm like, WWE wrestling camp? Like you got to develop your own backstory as an 8-year-old, and you know. And,
you mean the WWE or the one where they grab each other's junk?
Yeah, and it was the latter. But
okay.
I think I was just like, how cool would that be to have wrestling camp? And you get
That'd be awesome.
You come up with your costume, and you come up with your backstory, and that's what you do. Like,
it's very, it's a lot of exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gymnastics, basically.
It really, God, that'd be so cool.
Have you watched Glow?
No.
Glow is really good. It's on Netflix. This was a real thing in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I can't remember the acronym. Lovely of Wrestling. Glamorous Women of Wrestling or something like that. Anyway, it was a real thing in the 80s. They started a women's version of the WWF.
Okay.
And it was on TV and everything. Netflix is doing a show about it with Allison Brie.
Yeah.
And it's a comedy drama. But they're, telling the story of this thing. Great show.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. But it goes through the whole thing of them, like, coming up with their stories. They're hooked up with, like, this old, like, B horror movie director that, like, washed up, and he's on, he does drugs and stuff. And he's the one directing the show, and he's trying to phone it in. And they all take it really seriously. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's very funny.
I don't know when we get time to
Gorgeous
do this.
my wife came through here. Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. That's the name.
Oh.
Very funny. I highly recommend it. Season 2 is fantastic.
There's this app I use called Cheap Charts, and it alerts me when movies I want drop down to $5.
Oh yeah.
So I got
that's cool.
all the Die Hard movies for $20.
Really?
All 5 of them.
Oh wow. I did the same thing with Mission Impossible. They had a bundle with all the movies.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the new Mission Impossible movie.
I can. Just because I haven't seen any of them, so there's nothing to lose.
Oh man, it's this one's gonna be good.
I played the game by Telltale series the other day, Batman.
Yeah.
So, have you ever played those games before?
I guess not.
So they're essentially like, all right. So the game starts off where, you're Bruce Wayne and all that, and you get to choose. Like, a person says something to you, and you have a choice to say. You get to pick what you say, and whatever you say affects the story. And
it's like I think I've seen these apps.
Yeah. And then when you fight, you got to make sure you hit the buttons on time or you die. But they're like, on my story, at one point, like, I'm best friends with Harvey Dent, and he's like running for mayor, and then like the Penguin runs into this place, and I have to choose between saving Catwoman, who I'm totally in love with, or saving him. And of course I go save Catwoman. Like, why wouldn't I do that? And then the Penguin smashes his face with a light and burns half of it off and makes him Two-Face.
Oh.
And then but then you get to choose if you could do it with Catwoman or not.
Yeah.
And of course I do, because why wouldn't you? But it's funny because at the end of every episode it says you and 42% of the people decided to do Catwoman, and 60% said no. Like, it breaks it down. So it's kind of cool to see that. I really recommend it. It's fun. It's like playing a movie. That's what I like about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
You get to choose,
choices.
Yeah,
I've seen those apps.
Yeah,
but I've never done one.
But they've made a few. They've done it for Back to the Future, which was a really good
awesome.
game.
Yeah.
They did it for Jurassic Park. They had a Jurassic Park one, like for the original movie. Like you're a character in the island during the first movie.
Yeah,
you're off camera.
Yeah.
And there's a second Batman one. The thing is, I got it for free from PlayStation Plus like a year ago, and I just never looked at it. And the other day, I was just like, I'll try it.
Let's try it out.
Oh man, I was in.
Well, Derek.
Yeah.
This is a great segue.
Okay.
We're gonna have to hurry.
Okay, here we go.
This is a Would You Rather game.
All right, easy.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
We're going to find out what your worst habit is based on this Would You Rather game. This is so stupid, but I love it.
Okay.
All right, Would You Rather, Derek. date a hobbit or be a hobbit?
Be a hobbit.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, because I can date a hobbit when I'm a hobbit.
All right. Would you rather laugh to hide the pain or scream internally?
How do you scream internally?
I don't know. The picture of laugh to hide the pain is Tom Cruise on Oprah.
Laugh to hide the pain.
All right, very good. Would you rather have a love-hate relationship with Guy Fieri or yourself?
Myself. That guy.
I know, he sucks.
He's such a douchebag.
He sucks, dude. His restaurants suck.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather experience tough love or face uncomfortable questions?
Face uncomfortable questions? What kind of uncomfortable questions are you going to ask me?
I don't know. Up to your imagination.
Do you like anal? No. I don't like anal. I'm not. Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be related to Ross or Chandler? No, I'm not a Friends guy, so...
I would prefer to be related to Chandler. Because
right.
Ross, oh my god, what a douche.
Would you rather be addicted to Netflix or food?
Netflix.
Or Fat Pics.
Yeah, Fat Pics. Netflix.
Okay, all right.
Because I've already been addicted to food.
Okay. All right, would you rather financially rely on your family or publicly express your emotions?
Publicly express my emotions.
All right.
I do that pretty well.
Would you rather woo someone by offering them a bucket of your tears or eliminating your competition?
Eliminating my competition. I'd rather kill them.
Would you rather eat sushi or pasta?
Sushi.
Would you rather cry like a crocodile or dance like a baboon?
Dance like a baboon.
Would you rather be able to fly or be telepathic?
Ooh.
I know, this is a tough one.
Fly.
So, too, that's what I said.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather be the creepiest person in the room or the shadiest person in the room?
The shadiest. Because I know what I'm doing there. Like,
the gift for the shadiest person in the room is the Indian girl from The Office doing the loser sign.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do that.
All right. Would you rather chill with one of the Muppets or Voldemort?
Ooh.
I know I have so many questions for Voldemort.
I know, but I don't think he'd be that fun to hang out with. So I'm gonna go with the Muppets.
He'd probably kill someone.
Yeah,
while you were there.
Yeah, right.
Would you rather time travel to the past or to the future?
Past.
Yeah, okay, me too. Who would you rather go on an adventure with? Sebastian and Flounder from The Little Mermaid or Timon and Pumbaa?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, me too. Those guys suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you rather be mocked by? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Would you rather be mocked by a gang of very mean turkeys or turn into Oprah's pet goat?
I'll be mocked by turkeys.
Not sure what they would say.
Yeah, either way. All right. I'm going to eat you.
Would you rather excel at unwrapping a starburst with your mouth? I'm sorry. Would you rather excel at unwrapping a starburst with your mouth or cutting onions without crying?
Cutting onions without crying?
Can anybody unwrap a starburst?
Yeah, some people can. I have no need to do that.
Would you rather eat grilled cheese or chocolate cake?
Ooh, chocolate cake.
All right. Would you rather be the center of attention or receive zero attention?
Center attention.
Yep. And finally, would you rather always be late or always say the wrong thing?
I already do. I'm always early, but I say the wrong thing all the time, and it does okay for me. So I'm going to do the wrong thing. I hate being late.
Okay.
Hate it.
All right, so, Derek.
Yeah.
Here is your result. Your worst habit is that you surround yourself with bad people. For some reason, you always gravitate towards people who treat you poorly. You've endured the worst and let others put you down repeatedly. Now's the time for you to take big chances in your life If someone makes you feel bad about yourself, then you should ditch them. It might seem tough, but your health and happiness are of the utmost importance.
Well,
so
I guess I quit To the Echo Radio Show because you're the only person I hang out with. Okay, well,
that blew up in my face.
I quit. See ya.
Oh man, well that was that was something.
Yeah. But of course, totheecho.com is a great place to go if you ever want to visit.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, totheecho.com. To get all our stuff, Twitter, To the Echo Radio. Make sure to like 5-star and subscribe
for God's sakes.
iTunes. Say something. Say you like it. Say something to us. If you're somebody who's interested in coming on our show, please message us through our website, totheecho.com. I think those are the main things.
Whatever, pretty much, basically.
Of course, you can go back and listen to all of our episodes. It's also on totheecho.com under episodes. We got a lot of episodes.
We do. I was thinking about that the other day. A lot of episodes.
Yeah, we're going on 30, I think. 30-something.
I'll have to look, but...
Maybe 30 this week.
Yeah.
Just since April,
You can binge us.
Yeah, that's right. You can binge us. And while we do talk about some things that are pretty time-sensitive, like movies that come out and all that, we also have a lot of skits. So if you don't get some of our jokes, you just have to go back and listen.
You're going to have to go back to the start.
It's like a Marvel movie, right? Or Marvel universe. You have to know and see them all in different order. And, yeah, we'll come out with an episode to tell you which
You'll enjoy it either way, but you're going to miss out on some of the fun.
That's right. So with that, I'm Derek Daisy.
And I'm Nick O'Kelly.
And you can go f*** yourself. Thanks for listening to the Echo Radio Show.
See you next time.